read for the third time and placed on its passage. Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Bill 244, an act relating to fines for traffic violations in highway work zones and making an appropriation therefore. Representative Derek Lewis.
Gentleman from Taylor.
Mr. Speaker, I yield to the gentleman from Laurel 90 for explanation of the bill and motion thereon.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Laurel 90 for explanation of the bill and a motion thereon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please have the clerk report House Floor Amendment 1, please.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 244.
Gentleman from Laurel.
So this House Floor Amendment, and this is one of those simple bills that the gentleman from Spencer alluded to. But anyway, it deals with highway worker safety and double fines. But at the behest of the Transportation Cabinet, House Floor Amendment 1 just expands the definition of what a work zone is. If there's no questions, I would move adoption of House Floor Amendment 1.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. House Floor Amendment 1 is adopted. Gentleman from Laurel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please have the clerk report House Floor Amendment 2, please.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 2 to House Bill 244.
Gentleman from Laurel.
Yes, so this was done at the behest of AOC. It deals with prepayable fines. Again, pretty straightforward, but without any questions, I would move for passage of House Floor Amendment 2.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 2. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. All opposed, nay. House Floor Amendment 2 is adopted. Gentleman from Laurel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So in 2016, we had 678 accidents in work zones. In 2017, we had 1,099. In 2018, we had 1,266. And so in my district, I represent Laurel, Clay, and Leslie County. I have District 11 transportation in that area. And one issue that was brought to my attention was the safety of our workers, the safety of our motorists in our work zones. So just looking over that, what this bill does is improve safety in our work zones. It double fines for all moving traffic violations. So right now, Kentucky is just speeding. This does for all moving traffic violations. All fines, all the funding that comes from fines actually goes into the Highway Work Zone Safety Fund, which can be accessed by law enforcement agencies to patrol the work zones. So giving our law enforcement agencies access to those funds to patrol the areas. And I know in two of my counties, Leslie and Clay especially, this would be huge for them. But again, all signs have to be posted for these fines to be in effect, and a worker has to be present. So no change to anything current aside from that. But again, this bill would help out our motorists and our workers in our work zones. But without question or comment, I would move for passage of House Bill 244 as amended by House Floor Amendment 1 and House Floor Amendment 2.
Question before the body is passage of House Bill 244 as amended by House Floor Amendment 1 and House Floor Amendment 2. Is there any discussion? Chair recognizes the lady from Jefferson 41 for discussion of the matter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will the sponsor yield to a question?
He will yield.
Thank you so much. I actually couldn't hear you that well, so you may have answered the question already. But is there a definition in here of what a bona fide worker is?
Gentleman from Laurel.
Again, this wouldn't be any change to what the current situation or what the current laws are on the books. It does not look like I have one on there, but it would just be any state highway worker to the best of my knowledge that I'm aware.
Okay, thank
Lady
you.
from
Thank you,
Jefferson.
Mr. Speaker.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Russell for discussion of the matter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Would the gentleman yield to a question?
The gentleman yield to a question.
Would.
He will yield.
Gentleman from Laurel, there have been some really good basketball teams from Laurel County over the years, and I'm much older than you, but I can remember Hazel Green High School went to the state tournament one time with G.J. Smith, who went on to play at the University of Kentucky. So I'm not going to ask you a basketball question. I would like to know if the gentleman would yield to a question, Mr. Speaker.
He has agreed to yield to a question, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, can you explain to us the balk rule in baseball and how it may occur?
Gentleman from Laurel.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the question from the gentleman from Russell. I was actually wondering if I was going to get one of those today. I would have felt hurt if I didn't. But, I don't have all the answers like the gentleman from Bourbon over here, and I don't speak as eloquently as the gentleman from Bell back there. And unfortunately, like the gentleman from Johnson, I don't know squat about baseball. But I will say, and this I can say with 100% certainty, and gentleman from Jefferson 33, you'll appreciate this. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, Mr. Speaker, this will not affect tomato production in the Commonwealth.
Gentleman Russell.
He's much better than his predecessor in answering questions. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Question before the body. This passage of House Bill 244 is amended by House Floor Amendment 1 and House Floor Amendment 2. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, clerk will sound the chimes. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed, nay. And the roll call machine is open for your vote. All members voted. Does any member wish to change or explain their vote? All members voted. Clerk will take the roll. There being 99 members voting aye, no members voting no, House Bill 244 is passed. Gentleman from Laurel.
I move you, sir, that the vote by which House Bill 244 was adopted be reconsidered and the motion to reconsider be laid upon the table.
Without objection, so ordered.